Singisho nomthwakazo omuhle siyalamukela njalo kwesinye isiqephu sethu sezindaba kumsakazo weCitizens Movement Radio. Namhla kungolwesibili kulusuku lwakuqala kuNtulikazi ngomnyaka ka-2025. Indaba lizethulelwa uMkhethiwe Chuma. Kwesihamba phambili namhlanje, ilizwe likhumbula ubaba waseZimbabwe lapho sokwedlule iminyaka engama-26 selokhu wadlula emhlabeni. Ilizwe laseZimbabwe lidinga utshintsho olupheleleyo, hatshi obunye ubuso bebandla leZANU-PF, kusho Mahere. Izakhamizi zakoBulawayo zikhetha umongameli uChamisa kuLothakwirei ukuba ngumongameli welizwe. Nanzi indaba zethu ngokugcweleyo. Namhlanje kufikisa iminyaka engama-26 selokhu kwadlula emhlabeni ingwevu engeyinye yalabo abasungula ilizwe laseZimbabwe, uDokotela uJoshua Nkomo, lo obesaziwa ngokuba ngubaba weZimbabwe. uDokotela Nkomo wadlala indima ebaluleke kakhulu ukuze kutholakale uzibuse, kanti njalo ngomunye wabantu abaletha ukukhululeka ngemva kokuba sokutholakale uzibuse. Owayemela iLobhengula Makwekwe edale lephalamende, umhlonishwa u-Eric Kono, uye wathi ilizwe lalizahamba olunye uhambo oluhle olungcono ngabe umbuso wathathwa ngumongameli uNkomo ngomnyaka ka-1980. Ake sizweni uKono ekhuluma.
Sikhumbula namhlanje umdala wethu ubaba uJoshua Umqabuko Nyongolo Nkomo, yena owasishiya ngaleli langa lika 1 July 26 years ago. Ubaba uNkomo simkhumbula njengeqhawe elalwela iZimbabwe, njengomuntu owakhokhela impi eyokuqeda ubuncindezeli, wakhokhela impi eyokuqeda i-minority rule. Simkhumbula njalo ubaba uNkomo njengendoda eyayizimisela ukubona abensonto bethuthuka, ukubona umbuso wabamnyama unikeza amandla ebantwini. Ubaba uNkomo wayengumuntu wayekwazi ukubambanisa abantu ngananzelela. Ibandla lakhe leZAPU lalithandwa kakhulu iZimbabwe yonke, wayelandelwa kakhulu ngumphakathi phose iZimbabwe yonke. Njalo ngabe i-election ka-1980 azange yaba lobuqili esesibujayele. Mhlawumbe ngabe namhlanje sikhuluma into echiyeneyo ngoba ubaba uNkomo wayengumuntu wayezimisela ukuthuthukisa abantu, hayi lobu busela lobugwelegwele esibona kule government esikiyo. Kodwa ke sithi lapha khona kalale ngokuthula. Njalo sicela emadlozini akhe lawa abadala baleli lizwe ukubana nxa ngabe kuyavuma iZimbabwe idinga usizo, sikhitshwe embusweni lo omubi esikiwo, abantwana beZimbabwe beke bethola ukuphumula.
Isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo kanti njalo wayemela eMount Pleasant edale lephalamende, umhlonishwa uFatsai Mahere, uthi ilizwe leZimbabwe lidinga utshintsho olupheleleyo kwezokubuswa kwelizwe ukuze lenelise ukudlulela phambili. Uye waphosela emakhasini akhe okuxhumana. uMahere uthi umbuso wathathwa ngokuketulwa ngomnyaka ka-2017 uveza ukuba kulohlupho kwezepolitiki eZimbabwe, kanti njalo ukutshintsha ubuso kulethwe obunye kubandla leZANU-PF akuzukusiza leli lizwe. Inkulumo kaMahere iza ngemva kokuba sokube lomkhankaso kwenye ingxenye yebandla leZANU-PF elikasekela u-Emmerson Mnangagwa ukuba aphume esihlalweni kungene uKhudakwashe Takwirei, lo owazakala ngenkohlakalo kakhulu selokhu kwaba ngumbuso kaMnangagwa. Izakhamizi zakoBulawayo sezithe ziyakukholelwa ukuba umongameli uChamisa nguye kuphela indoda eqotho engathatha ukuba ngumongameli waleli lizwe. Engxoxiswaneni ebekhona lomsakazi wethu Stephen Chuma, ukhansila kaWard 21 uThinebimbo Maphosa uthi labo abanye abakhankasela ukuba bathathe lesi sikhundla sokuba ngumongameli welizwe abafana loKhudakwashe Takwirei bathanda nje ukwenza bayahlaya ngabantu kodwa umongameli uChamisa nguye yedwa oqotho. Ake silaleleni ingxoxiswano yabo.
On that note, we hear that Emmerson Mnangagwa's preferred successor, Kudakwa Chitagwire, is saying the people who are not getting tenders are foolish. What's your comment on that?
No, those are the words of those who have been looting the country for years. And there's nothing that they can say except to say that. So we don't waste our time talking about those people. But the general feeling on the ground is that President Chamisa must come and take over.
But those in ZANU-PF are saying Kudakwa Chitagwire must become the next president. What's your take?
The generality of the people, they are clear about who should lead this country going forward. Their hope and their trust in President Chamisa. Full stop. Any other thing is drama to the people of Zimbabwe. We know their shenanigans. We know they will use Stone Age, methods to remain in power. But people on the ground, they are clear on whom they should lead this country, and it's President Chamisa. Thank you.
Kusenjalo ukhansila wamaphosa useveze ukukhathazeka ngenani labantu abasha abasebenzisa izidakamizwa. Uye wathi kuyadingeka ukuba izakhamizi zonke zimanyane zikhulume njalo zilwisane lokusetshenziswa kwezidakamizwa. Uye wakhuluma lokhu enkundleni yeminyela yokudlalela ibhola lapho lo wayemela iPhelandaba Chabalala edale lePhalamende uGift Siziba eqoqe umdlalo wokuveza umkhankaso wokulwisana lezidakamizwa ngempelaviki. Ake sizweni.
Siyabonga ibizo nguthi Nebimbo Maphosa ukhansela kaWard 21 in Phelandaba Chabalala constituency. We are gathered in Ward 13 dealing with the issues of drug abuse that are very pertinent in this time and age. We are aware that our young people are indulging in drug and substance abuse, but we are here to conscientize and make sure that we keep young people away from bridges and indulge in crime and drug and substance abuse. As we commemorate the Father's Day, we are privileged to have Honorable Gift Ostalo Siziba, who is our main person who is moving around the constituents, and we've gathered here to say to the community, we are not we are around, we are here, we are in the community, we are pushing the agenda of the making sure that the community is aware of issues that is to do with the drug and substance abuse. In addressing those issues, we are here to say to the community, let's save our youths, let's save to our tomorrow. Youths for today, they would shape their future. So we are here to say, our youths, let's come together and make sure we save this generation, we save our community. To our fathers, we have a role to play.
And Councillor, sorry to cut you short. Can you please tell us what is the position of the people in Phelandaba constituents when it comes to support for President Nelson Chamisa? What's their position?
They are very clear. Actually, they are pestering day and night to say, where is our leader? We want to hear him. He has to come on the ground. The support is overwhelming. They are saying he should come back. He should come back to lead from the front. They are saying, where is our leader? Vamfuna ravi, vamkhalela day and night uChamisa. But hey, sesipuzeni.
Thank you.
Comrade Blessed Geza usephendukile njalo uthi uza kuxhumana labantu emakhasini okuxhumana ngehola lesishiyagalombili lengxenye namhlanje kusihlwa uma izakhamizi zithakazelela ukuba zizwe ukuthi uza kuthini. Asilandeleni ikhasi le-Citizens Movement Radio namhlanje ngehola lesishiyagalombili lengxenye sizweni. Undunankulu wamajaji uJustice Luke Malaba usefake unqamulajuqu wokuba wonke amajaji kumele ayefunda esikolo sebandla leZANU-PF iHerbert Chitepo School of Ideology. Lokho sokuveze ukukhathazeka kumajaji selokhu kwaba nguzibuse. Bakhangelelwe ukuba bayefunda mhla 4 lamhla 5 kuyona le nyanga lapho beza kufundiswa yilabo abakhangela ngezokuvikeleka kwelizwe ngasese kanye leziphathamandla zikahulumende. Lokhu abahluleli abakuthi akuhambisani lendlela okumele kusetshenzwe ngayo, kanti njalo sokubenza bengathi bakusebenza ngezepolitiki. Amajaji aveze ukukhathazeka kakhulu ukuba le imfundiso esilethwa isikhipha ukwethembeka okuzaba khona ebantwini lasenkantolo. Lokhu abakuthe akuhambisani lesisekelo sombuso. Siye saxoxisana lezakhamizi ukuba sizwe imbono yabo ngalolu daba olusemqoka.
Hello Zimbabwe, hello citizens. Tony Shava here. Yeah, we've heard the story of Chief Justice Malaba, how he has instructed all the judges to go and attend Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology. I see it as a compromise in the person of the Chief Justice, because he's actually the one who is supreme over all the judges. He's actually the one who inaugurates the President of the Republic. So if such a person will lack the understanding that Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology is a ZANU-PF wing, it's a ZANU-PF wing. It was created by ZANU-PF. It gets nested from the breast of ZANU-PF. It leaves us with a lot of things to desire, a lot of things to be clarified. That's why President Advocate Nelson Chamisa always says Zimbabwe has been turned into a banana republic. We've lost purpose, we've lost vision, we've lost rule of law, because the ideology that is being taught at this school is actually a ZANU-PF ideology. It's something that cannot be imposed into people. People must make decisions on which ideology they want to follow. But now we see it is just like border gezi, whereby the youth are actually forced in most areas, in the rural areas, to go and study whatever they study there, but which helps them to propagate the ideology of ZANU-PF. And this is exactly what is happening, and there's going to be a lot of compromise, because remember, the law actually states that such people, such public leaders are not, people who hold public offices are not supposed to line with any other party. They are not supposed to be partisan. But now here they are going to study the ideology of ZANU-PF, which makes them partisan. And then it means all their knowledge is now compromised. Each time they work around things that are political and that is to do with government that is led by ZANU-PF, they will be biased towards ZANU-PF because they've been trained to do so. It's very unfortunate, and we are very sad about it, that the highest judge does that. Who then is going to rebuke him?
I am Linton Mwanaka, an ex-political prisoner. Malaba's directive to all judges to attend ZANU-PF trainings at ZANU-PF Herbert Chitepo School of Ideology can cause severe consequences, including erosion of trust. Citizens may lose faith in the justice system, leading to widespread disillusionment and unrest. Partisan bias. The justice system becomes politicized, favoring ZANU-PF's interest over fairness and impartiality. Unequal treatment. Certain groups or individuals may receive preferential treatment, where others, like us, opposition supporters of Advocate Nelson Chamisa, face discrimination or unfair treatment. Suppression of dissent. We, the opposition voice, may be silenced, though we will not accept that. ZANU-PF want judges to persecute us, undermining democratic principles. Undermining the rule of law. the justice system's legitimacy and effectiveness are compromised, potentially leading to social instability and conflicts. Lastly, Malaba can ultimately undermine the principles of justice, equality, and democracy. Thank you.
Hello, champion. How are you? The Hebrew table, to start with, let me say, the Hebrew table is not a national institution. It's a partisan institution, a ZANU-PF institution. The Hebrew table is not University of Zimbabwe. The Hebrew table is not NAST. The Hebrew table is not Pindura University. It's not Midlands. The Hebrew table is an institution where people are being taught the ideology of a party, which is ZANU-PF. So, zvinotoshamisa kunzwa kuti ejaji mukuru wemajaji munyika, head of judges, anoshedza vanhu kuti vamajudges kuti vaende ku an institution which is aligned to a certain party, an institution which is a pro-ZANU-PF. There is a proper and serious violation of the constitution in Zimbabwe. There is serious violation of our constitution. You know, first up, even ZANU-PF and ED, they violate the constitution. But now it's now clear that they violated the constitution. Like judiciary, we call it as an independent body, just like the ZEC. Those are our independent bodies in this, in our country, and in the world at large. Those bodies, they are known as independent bodies. But if their job, their mandate is being jeopardized by a certain part, everything in Zimbabwe is being captured, the system is being captured, every corner Mnangagwa is trying to capture. I don't know, maybe he's trying to create a one-party state. That is why he is against the constitution. He don't listen to the constitution. He is one-man band, one-man self, doing what he wants. He is the one who instructed Malawa kuti audze vanhu vaende kunotrain Herbert Gitepo School of ZANU-PF. It must not be called Herbert Gitepo School of Ideology. It's the Herbert Gitepo School of ZANU-PF, not of ideology. So it's a shame. Shame on this. Shame on the ZANU-PF government. Shame on ED's government. Okay, thank you. Good day.
Izakhamizi zasePinga South ngempelaviki ziye zathi kwaqa zahlangana lapho beziqinisekisa indawo yabo njengebandla eliphikisayo. Emcimbini obuhlanganyelwe ngumhlonitshwa ubekezela amaplanka obeyisikhulumi esisemqoka, ukhulume ngokuqakatheka kokusebenza ndawonye lokuhlela okusha okuzakhangela izakhamizi njalo kufake indlela yokunqoba. Kulabo kade behlanganyele njalo bekulalabo abasebenza ngokungelani batalo ngaphansi kobuthungameli bukamhlonitshwa uMalikwa obekugoqela labo abakhangela ezabelweni emaplazini kanye lasemakhaya. Izakhamizi zePinga zithi zisasekela ngokugcweleyo ubuthungameli bukamongameli uChamisa. Emutare izolo amapholisa eyabopha lolwe lamalungelo abantu kanti njalo efundisa uPrudence Mazwitha Sauriri bemethesa icala lokuqoqa umbhikisho wokuvukela uhulumende ngokwehluleka ukuba lungisise inxushunxushu kugatsha lwezemfundo. Umsekeli kanobhala jikelele wenhlanganiso ye-ATUZ uMunyaradzi Masiwa usesole kakhulu ukuboshwa kaSauriri kanti njalo ukhuthaze uhulumende ukuba kulokuba abophe kakhangelisise akuba kulungiswa njani inxushunxushu kugatsha lwezemfundo. Ake sizweni uMasiwa ekhuluma.
Yeah, indeed, we condemn the arrest of Prudence Mazwitha Sauriri. Prudence is being alleged to have participated in a gathering with the intent to cause public violence. We condemn such action from the state. We condemn such behavior which continue to be exhibited by the state. We urge the government to instead look into the petition that was submitted by parents and teachers in Mutare, a petition which contained the appeal to the government to disband NJNC, the appeal to the government to introduce per capita grant to learners, the appeal to the government to restore dignity for teachers, the appeal to the government to address the crisis in education, which is a fact. We have a serious crisis in education. So parents, as stakeholders in education, they have a right to look into how education is being managed in Zimbabwe. So we urge the government to stop arresting, harassing, and intimidating all progressive citizens who ask for answers in how education issues are being treated in Zimbabwe. So we look forward for the release of Prudence without any conditions. We look forward for the government for police to drop all the charges leveled against these 13 citizens who are in Mutare, who are currently being alleged to have participated in a gathering with the intent to cause public violence. So Prudence is in custody, surrendered herself yesterday when he heard the rumors that the police was making effort to arrest her. So Prudence is going to appear in court tomorrow at 11 at Mutare Major Street. We continue to stand in solidarity with such progressive citizens. We continue to demand the government to drop all the charges being leveled against the Prudence. Thank you.
Umongameli waseZambia uHakainde Hichilema izolo uvule ngokusemthethweni indawo ezakupompa amagetsi angenge-100 megawatts. Lokhu kuzakusiza ilizwe laseZambia kudaba lokuswelakala kwegetsi. Kwele Zimbabwe uWicknell Chivayo waphiwa izigidi zamamiliyoni edola leMelika lethenda ukuba enze okufananayo eGwanda, kodwa waya wabaleka le mali engazange ayenze umsebenzi. Isiphathamandla sebandla eliphikisayo uSam Kondongwe uthi izizalwane zeZimbabwe akumelanga zikhangelele impucuko ngaphansi kobuthungameli benkohlakalo yebandla leZANU-PF. Ake sizweni uKondongwe ekhuluma.
The Zambian president, Hakainde Hichilema, yesterday commissioned a 100 megawatt solar power plant that will ease and assist that country to solve the energy crisis. While in Zimbabwe, such initiatives are given to people like Wicknell Chivayo, who was granted a US multi-million-dollar tender for the similar project in Gwanda. But what is standing right there is only a shack. It's only a shack that was erected and is still standing. If you look at Botswana was, the president of Botswana was speaking about increasing the pension funds for the elderly people. You notice that if you juxtapose these three nations, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Botswana, you'll see that we are the worst in terms of planning and management. You know, in Zimbabwe, everything that is said does not come to completion. Look at Chivayo, who was given this huge tender. He is still getting other tenders for other jobs that are supposed to be done. Yet the first tender that he was given to supply energy in this nation never saw the light of the day. And under Emmerson Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe must never expect any meaningful development save for this grandstanding of splashing cars to gullible and well ready people who are receiving those things because of the lack of the social fiber of our nation. You know, it is absurd to see a grown-up man kneeling down, you know, begging for donation from another man who is stealing the nation's coffers, who is milking the nation dry. The president of ZANU-PF, Emerson Mnangagwa, is at 6s and 7s. He doesn't know what to do because he has got no people that are willing to make this nation move forward. What they are only looking for is a gap so that they can steal, they can milk the nation dry. The corruption has destroyed the fiber of the society, and it has destroyed even families. It has destroyed everything that we think will make this nation stand. We need leaders who make this nation shine again and will bring light every day to our homes.
Ngokunye njalo kuveze amandla okubambana, izizalwane zeZimbabwe ziye zaqoqa imali engange-10,000 US dollars ukuncedisa omunye walabo abangabaculi abakhubazekileyo, uGreatman, ukuba athenge imota. Lokhu kuza ngemva kokuba lo ozenzayo le mali uWicknell Chivayo wenqaba isicelo sikaGreatman sokuba amthengele imota. Abaphathekayo enhlizweni zabo baqoqa uhlelo lwe-GoFundMe ukuba benelise ukumthengela imota. Kwezemidlalo, inhlanganiso yeZimbabwe Football Association ZIFA siveze ukudana kakhulu ngokwedlula emhlabeni kalowo wayedlalela iqembu lama-Warriors uBrian Banda owedlule engozini yemota ngensonto. Kumbiko wabo abawukhiphe izolo, inhlanganiso yeZIFA ithi idane kakhulu ngokudlula kukapteni weqembu le-FC Platinum uBanda, ongumlandeli webhola kanti njalo wayelilunga ledale lephalamende. uJefferson Chitando uthi imigwaqo yelizwe isiphenduke yaba izindlela zokubulala abantu ngenxa yokuswela ukunakekelwa okweminyaka eminingi. Lokhu okwenziwa libandla leZANU-PF osokudale ukuba kube lengozi eziningi lapho kubhubha khona abantu. Ake sizweni uChitando ekhuluma.
All soccer fans, they were shocked, they were pained by the untimely death of Brian Banda, FC Platinum captain, who we believe had a bright future, and everybody was looking forward that he could be one of those local players who could be chosen to go and represent Zimbabwe at the AFCON in Morocco in December. But that could not be, as he died painfully in an accident. What is really paining and devastating to the people of Zimbabwe is that young people who are perishing in our roads, like recently we had Gary Mapanzure, who died in Masvingo. We had Tatenda Pinjis, another musician, very young, brilliant, who also perished in an accident. This is a sign that our roads are not to the standards. Our roads, if you travel in our major roads, they no longer have road signs. They've got potholes, patches. They don't have shoulders. So our roads are very dangerous, and the government is neglecting it. One thing which also pains us is that these examples which I've pointed, like Brian Banda, Chatenda Pinjis, Gary Mapanzore. They will die in hospital because they fail to get adequate medical attention. Our hospitals are now empty. They are dilapidated. They don't have equipment. They don't have medicine. So eventually, those who had survived in an accident, they will painfully die in hospitals.
Emidlalweni yeClub World Cup Round 16 imidlalo edlalwe izolo kusihlwa iqembu laseBrazil iFluminense liye lamangaza i-Inter Milan lapho lilishaye 2-0 ukuze badlulele phambili kuma-quarter finals. Iqembu laseSaudi Arabian i-Al Hilal lalo liye lamangaza iManchester City ngemva kokuba libanqobe 4-3 lapho bese kungezelelwe khona isikhathi. iHilal iza kuqhubekela phambili njalo iyehlangana leFluminense kuma-quarter finals. Emidlalweni ekhangelelwe ukuba idlalwe namhlanje kusihlwa iReal Madrid iza kudlala leJuventus bese kusithi iDortmund yona iza kudlala leMonterrey. Ukuziphetha lezi ndaba kumsakazo weCitizens Movement Radio naze besihamba phambili. Namhlanje ilizwe likhumbula ubaba waseZimbabwe lapho sokwedlule iminyaka engama-26 selokhu wadlula emhlabeni. Ilizwe laseZimbabwe lidinga utshintsho olugcweleyo, hatshi obunye ubuso bebandla leZANU-PF, kusho uMahere. Izakhamizi zakoBulawayo zikhetha umongameli uChamisa ukuba abe ngumongameli kulo kudakwashe Thakwireyi. Siziphetha lapha lezi ndaba.